In November 2022, a journalist named Linda Godfrey died quietly in Wisconsin. She was 76. At her funeral, a man approached her daughter and said something unusual. He said, "Your mother saved my life. Because of her, I didn't think I was going crazy." He'd seen something on Bray Road in 1991, something he had never told anyone, until Linda found him. This is not just a story about a creature. It's the story of what happens when one woman decides to believe the unbelievable and what she discovered when she started looking. Reported to the Wolcott County Sheriff's Department in 1989, but it wasn't the first. Local records traced the accounts back to the 1930s. The same road, same creature, and the same glowing eyes. By the time a local journalist named Linda Godfrey heard about it in 1991, the sheriff's office already had a folder they didn't know what to do with. Linda was not a cryptid hunter. She was not a conspiracy theorist. She was the editor of a small regional newspaper, The Week, and she'd been sent to cover what her editor assumed was a slow news story. But then she met the witnesses: a nursing assistant, a farmer, a teenager driving home with her boyfriend, a truck driver who pulled over and lost 45 minutes he couldn't account for. None of them knew each other. All of them described the same thing. 7 feet tall, bipedal, dark matted fur, a wide flat snout, eyes that caught headlights and held them. And every single one, when Linda asked how they felt in that moment, said the same thing: not scared, but watched. The account Linda documented most thoroughly happened on a frozen night in January 1992. The witness was a 24-year-old woman driving home from a late shift at a nursing home in Elkhorn. She asked not to be named publicly. In Linda's notes, she appeared only as witness number 7. At approximately 12:20 a.m., she turned onto Bray Road from Hospital Road. Something was standing on the right-hand verge. Her first thought was deer, but it was standing upright. She slowed to around 15 miles per hour. Her headlights swept across it fully. It turned and looked directly at her. She later described its face as flat, like something trying to be a dog and a man at the same time. She braked, but the creature didn't move. Then it lunged. Its front paws struck the boot of her car. She felt the impact through the seat. She hit the accelerator and didn't stop until she reached the Werewolf County Sheriff's Department on Kenosha Street. The responding officer noted visible scrape marks on the rear body of her vehicle. The report was filed under Animal Incident, Unidentified. It is still open. By 1992, Linda had documented 11 separate witnesses. By 1999, when she published The Beast of Bray Road, Tailing Wisconsin's Werewolf, that number had grown to 23. By the time she died in 2022, she had collected testimonies from over 90 witnesses across Wisconsin, Illinois, and Michigan, all describing variations of the same creature, all on roads, all at night, and in winter. And here's a detail that stayed with Linda for 30 years. Nobody ever found a body. Nobody found tracks science could explain, and nobody captured it clearly on camera. But the scrape marks on witness number 7's car were real, the sheriff's report was real, and the folder in Wolcott County still exists. Linda considered every rational explanation: misidentification, mass hysteria, a bear standing upright, or a large wolf-dog hybrid with unusual genetics. She ruled them all out. Not because she was certain of the supernatural. She was a journalist. Certainty wasn't her job. But there was one detail that troubled her most. In all 90-plus testimonies she'd collected across 4 decades from strangers who had never met, not one witness ever used the word werewolf first. Every single one struggled to describe what they'd seen, because nothing in their vocabulary quite fit. Linda Godfrey died on November the 27th, 2022. She never found the answer. She never expected to. In one of her last interviews, she was asked whether she believed the beast was real. She said, and I quote, "I believe the people who saw it, and I believe they saw something. What that something is, that's the question I'm leaving for whoever comes next." Bray Road is still there, still quiet, still easy to miss on a map. The Walworth County Sheriff's Department still receives occasional reports. They still file them under animal incident, unidentified. If you ever drive through Elkhorn on a winter night, Bray Road is the first left after Hospital Road. Most people don't notice it, but some do. And some of them slow down. And some of them don't explain why.